Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück. Die Excavation of Hob's Barrow, live auf twitch.tv/force.com. Wir haben beim letzten Mal das Spiel gestartet. Wir wurden hier nach Bailey eingeladen, aber die Person, auf die wir hier warten sollten, tauchte nicht auf. Am nächsten Tag die Person, unser Assistent, der am Mittag mit dem Zug ankommen sollte, kam nicht an. Aber immerhin ist unser Paket mit dabei gewesen, was er hätte bringen sollen. Das Paket jedoch wurde vom Postboten einfach ins Lager geschoben und der Kollege hat sich verabschiedet. Und dementsprechend, wir haben unsere Kontaktperson nicht, wir haben unseren Assistenten nicht, wir haben theoretisch, aktuell zumindest, noch nicht unser Equipment und keiner oder vielleicht schon doch weiß, was Hob's Barrow ist. Bis Ausnahme von ihr hier, Madame Jane, ein Kind, das will uns angeblich Informationen geben, wo Hob's oder was Hob's Barrow genau sein möge. Aber wir müssen dafür hier diese Dolls finden. Sie hatte scheinbar 3. Eine wurde vom Bruder geklaut. Wally war es, glaube ich. Und ich meine, gewusst noch zu haben, wo der ungefähr war. Also begeben wir uns mal dorthin. Okay, hier gibt es also Hunde. Zwar, wir müssen hier, ich sag mal, das Dorf verlassen? Noch nicht so ganz klar. Ansonsten, ja, von dem kleinen bisschen, was wir beim letzten Mal schon spielen durften, da sind schon so ein paar fragwürdige Elemente mit dabei gewesen. Sehr freakige Gesichter zum Teil. Aber ich sag mal, Cloak and Dagger Spezialität ist es definitiv. Wo man sagen muss, ich habe zum Beispiel bei Steam die Trading Card für den Hauptcharakter bekommen. Das ist eine echt gut aussehende Lady. Also, so doof es ist, dass da jeder Uga Uga Buga Buga geht, wenn er sie sieht. Zumindest zum gewissen Grad kann ich es nachvollziehen. Okay, das ist Wally gewesen.
Good day.
Ah, genau, Myrtle war die Puppe.
Jane tells me you've taken Myrtle away.
And what if I did?
That's a bit mean, don't you think?
She kicked me! Look at this bruise on my leg!
That does look quite bad. Why did she kick you?
Because she's a little goblin! You don't know what she can be like! Besides, Myrtle is gone now. I've given her to the fair folk. That'll teach her.
The what now?
Who are the fair folk?
The little people of the moors. I gave Myrtle to them.
Little people? You don't mean fairies, do you?
We call them fair folk round here.
Wally, there is no such thing as fairies.
It's true, and I gave them a doll.
Okay. Ich behaupte, das wird jetzt wiederholt, was ich sagen könnte
Where
hier.
can I find
Also,
these fair
nicht.
folk?
Follow the tinkle of their tiny bells. I hear them when the wind dies. They dance around their little house.
But where is this little house?
Just listen for the bells, you'll find it. Don't think about bringing that doll back. That'll just bring bad luck for all of us.
Okay, dann haben wir noch den
What do you
Kollegen.
know about Lord Panswick?
I heard he owns the whole county.
Have you met him?
No, he lives out on the moors somewhere. But everyone does what he tells them to.
Why's that?
Because he has a lot of money.
Goodbye.
Keine Antwort mehr darauf, okay. Wir konnten nur noch nie
The
weiter,
road
ja?
disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Ja, also das wird uns weiterhin nicht gegönnt. Okay, dann würde ich mal sagen, wir begeben uns wieder so Richtung Mr. Shoulders Haus. In der Hoffnung, dass wir da irgendwie ein Klimperlim hören, das uns weiterhilft. Ich sag mal, der Blacksmith wird vermutlich nicht. Ohne sich mit hier irgendjemandem zu reden, ist immer die Gefahr. So, ging es eigentlich hier weiter? No, nur hier ist ein Mr. X. Ich wollte Mr. Long gelesen. Ja, Mr. Long ist jemanden, den wir irgendwie in die Bar schieben müssen und vor allem er da bleiben muss. Wir hatten ihn schon mal auf ein Bier eingeladen, aber danach hat er sich hier wieder zurückbegeben. Der lebt nämlich genau neben dem Postbotens Garage und auf die passt er auf. Da müssen wir rein, da können wir ihn nicht gebrauchen. Wo ging es hier nochmal hin? Hatten wir da schon mal den Weg Aha, Mushrooms.
I'd better not touch them. They could be poisonous. It looks like something has been buried in the middle.
Okay, das ist natürlich ein Hinweis. Oh. Du hättest doch die Mushrooms nicht anfassen sollen.
Please stop leaving your toys lying about the place. What happened the last time you left your dolly under the tree?
A fox ate it, madame.
Yes, it did. Fetch it now, won't you? Then I'll fix your supper.
Yes, madame.
Okay. Flashback time.
Miss Bowles looks cross.
Crisscross. Okay, hier war jetzt erstmal überhaupt nicht so weit zum Angucken. Schon wieder dieser
It's the
Mushroom-Bereich.
gateway to the fairy kingdom.
Okay, das kennst du also auch. Bubis.
Hello.
Aha. Okay, vielleicht sollten wir erstmal das
Hello,
machen.
fairies.
Okay.
There you are, Josephine. I won't let the foxes eat you.
Who's that you have there, little bird?
Josephine. She introduced me to the fairies.
Oh, fairies, you say?
Yes, Daddy.
Do you believe in fairies?
Of course. Do you see those mushrooms over there?
Yes.
That's the gateway to their kingdom. That's where Josephine and I go to talk to the fairies.
Now, listen to me, Thomasina.
Yes?
You're old enough now to hear this. There's no such thing as fairies or talking dolls, my little bird.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, my dear child. I do not wish to upset you. I just want to make sure that you understand the difference between fantasy and reality. Josephine is just a doll, and fairies do not exist.
But, Daddy...
Science is the great antidote to the poison of enthusiasm and superstition. Please always remember that. If you hear anything about fairies or the like again, know that it's hogwash. What is it?
Lange Santa Reals.
Hogwash. Did Wally bury the doll, I wonder?
Landmine. Hat sogar was
This must be
abbekommen.
Jane's ragdoll.
Ja, wir haben ein paar Freunde dabei.
You're coming with me, little fellow.
Really?
I shall name you Kenneth. I've already taken one.
Okay, ich guck mal ganz kurz, was hier sonst noch ist. Wom. Das Ding ist nicht relevant, nur Rector allgemein.
Perhaps these wriggling worms are the fair folk young Wally was so fearful of. How strange. There is a hairpin pierced through the arm. This may come in handy. I'll keep it. At least I shall not return from Bewley empty-handed.
Okay, aber zumindest hier dieser Hairpin, also der Angriff auf die Puppe, war nicht auf dem gleichen Arm wie beim Priester, falls man da versucht, eine Verbindung aufzubauen. Weil das war nämlich der rechte Arm, den wir da aufgeschnippelt hatten.
A sharp hairpin. Could be useful.
Bin ich davon aus, dass wir da weiter zurücklatschen sollen. Gut, war das jetzt schon alles, was wir wirklich benötigen? Ich meine, wir haben die Puppe. Gut, sie ist auch immer noch hier.
I present to you Myrtle.
Myrtle!
Wow. Mortal Kombat!
I missed you so much.
Now, I believe we had a deal.
Hier ist das Kokain. No. Oh, great.
Come back! It's in moments like these I thank myself for not having children.
Ah, ganz groß. Kann ich das jetzt anfassen?
I can't pry the fossil from the rock with my bare hands. Hey!
You little shit. Achso, soll ich nochmal umdrehen? Wir sollten nochmal umdrehen. Kann ich die anderen Wege?
Ragdolls have been laid out to dry in the dreary sun. They aren't mine to take.
Okay. Hätte sein können, dass wir hier Geiseln brauchen. Schön, dass du immer auf mich wartest. Da oben Vogel. Frosch? I don't know. Oh wow, okay.
Jane?
Where could she be? Let's close the hole.
Jane, get out of there. Don't make me come in. Fine.
Really?
Curses. The hole is too small for me to fit through.
Hat mich auch ein bisschen überrascht. Okay, sollen wir jetzt erneut das versuchen? Interessant, wir hatten das nämlich mal gemacht.
With a trowel in my hand.
Aber jetzt haben wir auch einen Grund dafür gehabt.
Uncovering hidden worlds within the earth itself, clod by clod.
Ich warte jetzt nur darauf, dass wir wie bei Kato jetzt den Wurm brauchen, um uns weiter durchzuarbeiten.
That should do it. Jane!
Haben wir nicht schon mal ein anderes Glockendeckerspiel, wo wir uns irgendwo durchbuddeln
Jane?
mussten?
It's pitch black down there.
Achso, ja, okay. Ich hatte Darkness gelesen, aber nicht. Ja, okay.
Curses.
Ah.
The useless thing blew out.
Ah, okay. Wir brauchen vermutlich die Laterne vom Blacksmith. Gucken, ob wir uns die ausleihen dürfen oder ob wir hier lustig tauschen dürfen. Oder logischerweise, es hieß nämlich auch, dass wir ebenfalls selber einen von denen haben, dass wir das vielleicht nach hinten verschieben müssen. Ist immer noch hier. Hi. Bye.
I have one just like this. Good day.
Yes?
Mr. Crozier, might I borrow your lantern?
Sorry, lass. I need it. My eyesight is not what it used to be. The extra light helps me see what I'm hammering.
I understand. What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
His lordship commands much respect around here, lass. Keeps me busy with work. Why do you ask?
Just curious. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Okay, Das heißt, wir müssen also scheinbar das andere vorziehen? Wie kriege ich den nicht nur hier weg, sondern wie schaffe ich, dass er auch dort bleibt?
Hello.
Good day.
Nee, das ist nur die Einladung.
Goodbye.
Don't be a stranger.
Wir brauchen noch irgendwas anderes. Müssen wir die Tür verrammeln, aber wir haben ja die Cutscene dann drin und dann geht er wieder raus. Hatten wir irgendwas beim letzten Mal noch gehört? Ich kann uns irgendeiner von den Nasen... Oh, hi. Hast du auch schon
Good day,
letzte...
sir.
Nope. Warte nur darauf, dass er... Obwohl, die Leute kennen ja Mr. Shoulder. Heißt also, wenn er das wäre, würde jeder andere sagen, hey, der liegt da. Henry Long.
Henry Long can talk, can't he?
He's a colourful character. The man drinks like a fish.
He certainly does.
I've seen him drink this place dry and still be up to tend his garden at sunrise. The man can truly hold his ale.
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
A most charming man, Miss Spearman. He looks after us here, a good fellow.
Where does he live?
Panswick Manor, on the moors. No visitors allowed. His lordship likes his privacy.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Der Kollege will nicht wirklich mit uns reden.
Hello.
Genau.
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
Naught to say, except don't be sniffing around his lordship's manor. You'll end up with a round of shot in you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Just mind your own business around here.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Okay. Ich würde eigentlich schon sagen, dann werden wir vermutlich irgendwann dann noch hin dürfen. Aber nicht, wenn der um sich ballert.
Good day.
Hello, miss.
Hast du irgendeine Hilfe für mich, Hob Barrow? Ich meine, das können wir nochmal machen, aber die labern ja gefühlt eh alles
What
gleich.
do you know about Lord Panswick?
Not a lot. I know he's in charge around here.
Does he come to the village often?
Not really. He has a manor out on the moors.
Have you ever been there?
Heavens, no. Villagers aren't allowed there.
Why not?
Dunno. It's just the way it is.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Hello?
Yes?
Introduce yourself. No, hast du nicht verdient.
What do you know about Lord Panswick?
He gave me some sweets once. My friend says that Lord Panswick has special trees at his manor that grow sweets on their branches. Do you think that's true, miss?
I think that's very unlikely.
Me too.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, miss.
Ja, mit anderen Worten, das wird vermutlich wahr sein, dass er da irgendeinen Blödsinn treiben kann. Hier, mit dir haben wir geredet. Wir können noch mit dem alten Mann erneut reden. Obwohl der vermutlich das gleiche wieder sagen wird.
Good day to you, Cyril.
How do, lass?
What do you make of Henry Long?
An idiot who thinks that station's a good idea. Can you imagine? Strangers pouring into Bewley. Turns the stomach, that does.
Maybe he has a point. You could travel.
Bah, you're an outsider. I'd expect you to have such a bad opinion. But Henry, he's a Bewley lad. We've had the odd Barney or two in the pub over it all.
I can imagine.
Okay. Okay.
Can I buy you a drink, Cyril?
Now,
Yes.
go on then, lass.
Follow me.
So then he turns around and says, "Why is a dog like a tree?" And I says, "I don't know." And he says, "Because they both lose their bark once they're dead."
Very droll, Cyril. Well, it's been a pleasure, but I must be off.
Aye, lass. Ta for the drink. You're not too bad for an outsider.
Okay, dann sollen wir jetzt den anderen da einladen. Damit die dann beide aufeinander losgehen und miteinander rummachen, I don't know. Irgend sowas in dem Dreh.
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you another drink?
I suppose one more ale won't hurt. I shall take you up on your offer,
Ich meine,
Miss
es wäre auch
Barrow.
lustig, wenn man
Ja,
schaffen
das
könnte,
wär
den
geil.
einfach zum Ende trinken lassen könnte, bis er überhaupt nichts mehr kann, aber da sollte vermutlich auch der Hinweis sein,
To think, if that station hadn't been built, we would
dass er
never
unendlich
have
trinken
met.
kann.
Blessed be the Midland Railway.
Idiot! That station is the worst decision this village has ever made!
Cyril Farnaby, a miserable man with miserable ideas. I will change your mind even if it kills me.
Yes, nice. Okay. Ich gehe mal davon aus, dass wir den Pen vermutlich brauchen, um die Tür aufzuknacken.
Kenneth taught me this useful trick. A hairpin is much more than a hair accessory. A few wiggles and this lock should spring right open.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I've snapped the hairpin in the process, but I managed to unlock the door.
Lockpicker, where's Kenneth's achievement?
Let's open this envelope. There's a note inside.
So, Miss Bateman, I beg for your forgiveness. A matter of grave urgency has arisen in London and I cannot join you in Bewley. I have packed your usual equipment and pray you will find local assistance in my absence. I look forward to seeing you upon your return. Yours faithfully, Kenneth Murdoch.
How very frustrating. I wonder what happened. I'd better get this to the alley before Mr. Long comes back.
Das komplette Ding.
Moving a fully laden crate through the village square was no easy task.
Ja, das kann ich mir gut vorstellen.
Somehow, no one was there to witness it.
Oh.
But I didn't give up, because I never give up, do I, Mother? I am as stubborn as my father, as you liked to remind me.
Moment, du hast es... Okay, ja. Da sind mindestens 4 Leute im Weg.
Wait. Where is my money? It's not in here. Kenneth, you absolute liability of a man. It looks like everything else is in here. Picks, specimen trays, shovels. Oh, my chisel, I'll take that. Ah, my lantern. It feels light. There mustn't be any oil inside.
Oh.
I'll leave the rest in the crate. Stanley assured me things would be safe here. No money and no assistant. This is most inconvenient. Still, I've been in worse situations. I've got a tab at the inn for now. I'll worry about money later. I must find that Barrow and get on with the excavation. I need paraffin to fuel my lantern.
Nee, das sind Hitching Posts. Barrows?
Sturdy-looking barrels, no doubt used to store ale. That's a peculiar idea.
Yes,
It's little Kenneth.
Okay. Wir fragen vielleicht den Blacksmith? Wenn er nämlich auch schon eine Laterne hat.
Good day.
Yes?
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I don't have much to spare, lass. Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth in these parts. How much coin do you have?
None, I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
No, not fucking surprise me.
What can I trade?
Surprise.
Es ist reines Rätselraten, okay. How about a worm?
I don't think Mr. Crozier would be interested in trading his paraffin for this.
Yeah, what else?
I don't...
Ist ein bisschen doof, weil das jetzt einfach blindes Rätselraten ist. Ach nee, wir sollen Fosser. Wir sollen einen Fosser haben. Okay. Wir können das ja da vermutlich jetzt rausklöppeln. That's the joke, I hope. Es ist genau eine Stelle, die man anklicken muss. Das ist immer interessant, wenn Spiele halt... Gerade wenn sie schon vor dem Ding hockt.
Splendid. I've managed to extract it in one piece.
Dann gucken wir uns das wenigstens einmal kurz an.
An exceptional ammonite fossil.
Okay, nice. Gehen wir nicht davon aus, dass wir das schon wieder abgeben sollen. Okay.
Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that. It looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Let me fetch some paraffin from inside. There you are.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Okay, gut. Dann kombinieren.
My lantern is fueled and ready for action.
Kann ich über die Map da schneller hinkommen? Cottage. Ich sag mal 2 Screens haben wir damit, glaube ich, gespart. Okay, ich warte jetzt nur darauf, dass sie das gerade eben nicht
Right.
ist.
Let's put this lantern to good
Es ist
use.
auf jeden Fall interessant, dass man dieses eine Puzzle hatte, das man verfolgt hatte, in der Mitte, sagen wir mal, aufhören musste, um ein anderes wiederum zu starten, um weitermachen zu können. Okay, Herzschlag, da ist also jetzt irgendwas los.
Jane, come out at once.
Das wird vermutlich nicht mehr Jane sein. What?
Goodness me.
Aha.
Jane!
Silly, what are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
You were in there.
No, I weren't.
Yes, you were.
Not true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
So where can I find Hobbs Barrow?
Go north from the church graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Bryden's farm. Hobbs Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told you. And thanks for getting Myrtle back.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jane. You've been a great help.
Okay. Ich gehe mal davon aus, dass würde man das alleine versuchen, man das logischerweise nicht machen dürfte. Bis dahin, den nächsten Screen hatten wir noch gemacht, genau. Hier doch, oh.
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll.
Aha, ja.
Look at it writhing away.
Lustigerweise bist du zu weit weg von dem Loch, das heißt, aktuell bist du eher die Mushrooms am betatschen. Kann ich eigentlich auch irgendwie mitnehmen?
I already recovered the ragdoll. There's nothing else.
No, not the how. Achso, geht das vielleicht?
That's a peculiar idea.
Okay.
As I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far, the enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance. The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow, the suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear. In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
Okay.
The gate opens out into a vast tilled field.
Das hat uns nichts zu sagen. Eichschattenmensch. Wir haben in der ungefähr halben Stunde gut Fortschritt gemacht.
The entrance to the farmhouse.
Wir sind Hobbs Barrow scheinbar sehr nah schon. Aha.
The empty bucket smells of rancid milk.
Hier.
This is not mine to take.
Nicht mit der Einstellung, nee. Jo.
What a wild-looking thing. Easy, girl. I'm not fond of goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly disagreeable.
Ja, die Augen von Ziegen sind sehr freaky.
What do you want?
Okay, das war höflich.
My name is Thomasina Bateman. Mr. Bryden, I presume.
Aye. What do you want, lass?
I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well, yes. Why do you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm writing a volume on the Barrows of England.
Oh, I suppose you'll be wanting to dig about it.
If at all possible, Mr. Bryden. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? Ha! I haven't seen him in years. The last I heard he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
Okay. Ich weiß nicht, warum wir himself als erstes ansprechen, also machen wir das hier.
Was there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye.
My brother dug it up. Must have been, 25 years ago. You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden. That's terrible.
Aye. Time passes, but it were an awful thing.
Das klingt alles schon sehr fragwürdig, gerade vor allem, weil wir auch schon mitbekommen haben, als wir nach Hause am Anfang zurückgekehrt sind. Wir waren auch nicht in der besten Stimmung.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Bryden.
I live here with my wife. And I might be long in tooth, but I can still run this farm without too much help.
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak. You couldn't make out a word like.
That must have been hard.
He lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened, lass. I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he blocked the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The land has reclaimed it.
Okay. Ich frage mich jetzt, ist es wieder... Wir hatten, glaube ich, bisher nur die rechte Seite getestet. Wenn ich den Chat vielleicht jetzt auf die linke Seite tue, vielleicht hilft es. Gerade vor allem, weil die meisten Dialoge halt eher oben sind. Maybe.
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards. I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see. What can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair to side. We're a fortunate family. The soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers round here raise livestock. Even Lord Panswick. We grow feed for him.
Most fortunate, Mr. Bryden. Is your wife home?
She's out in fields, lass. Pulling weeds. The curse of such fertile soil. 40 years we've been married. I couldn't do it without her, you see.
How splendid.
Aye. My wife is a fine woman. Are you married, lass?
No. I've had my fair share of proposals, Mr. Bryden, but that's not the life for me.
Marriage is an important institution. You'll find a man one day.
I manage rather well without one, Mr. Bryden. You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time?
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit Hob's Barrow?
Not to my knowledge. I heard he's beset by ailments. Don't leave his home often.
How odd. I assumed he'd spoken to you about my visit.
Not at all.
Ja, okay. Ich denke, mittlerweile sollte... Ich meine, das war mir eigentlich schon beim letzten Mal. Vielleicht nicht klar, aber mir wird es jetzt immer klarer. Ich glaube, der Typ ist schon längst tot. Und jemand in seinem Namen hat uns hierher verfrachtet. Chet macht heute eine Wanderung durch die mittelenglische Landschaft.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
He keeps us going. Most of our crops go to feed his animals.
What is he like?
Oh, I've hardly laid eyes on him. He sends his workers here to pick up the crops.
I see. That's quite an intimidating goat you own.
The old girl does a better job of protecting this farm than any hound would. She still produces a lot of milk for us, so we forgive her temper.
Okay. Der eklig riechende Eimer soll was aussagen?
You say Mr. Shoulder is at death's door. What exactly ails him?
Age.
I'm unsure. It's just what I've heard. I wouldn't want to speculate on matters that are not my business.
Okay.
Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate Hob's Barrow?
No. Have you not been listening, lass?
No.
Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot. No digging here, lass.
As you wish, I'm afraid I won't take no for an answer, Mr. Bryden. Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there?
Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel
Nach
found?
25 Jahren vermutlich nicht.
Perhaps. But Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. You don't want to tempt the same fate, lass.
Can at least see it.
Perhaps I can at least see Hob's Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way to be here, lass.
All the way from London, Mr. Bryden.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
You wish to see proof...
I can't let... What?
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Ta-ra now.
Okay, letters?
Here is proof that Mr. Shoulder invited me to Bewley in order to excavate Hob's Barrow.
That's Samuel's handwriting. Ah.
Leonard making bold promises, I see. Don't make me regret this, but yes, you can have a look at it.
Thank you.
Any road. Once you've set your eyes on it, you won't be wanting out to do with it. The place gives one a queer feeling.
So where can I find it?
Through that gate to your left. Just head straight across the top to the field there. After 10 minutes or so, you'll see Barrow, set on a hill ahead.
Thank you again, Mr. Bryden.
10 minutes.
I really do appreciate it.
EM.
I probably should have brought my umbrella.
Ja, das hatte ich dir schon letzte Nacht gesagt gehabt, aber gut. Oh, Hob's Barrow.
Perhaps I could take a closer look.
Sure. A-R. R.
A-R. I haven't a clue what that could be referring to.
Haben wir irgendwelche Leute mit A oder R als Namen kennengelernt bisher? Vermutlich nicht, vermutlich. To-Do-List? Was steht hier eigentlich dabei? Ach so. I should take a look around the area and see what I can find out. Okay. Moment, ist hier nicht mehr? Doch, okay, ich wollte schon sagen. Irgendwas wurde
Hob's
gesagt.
Barrow.
Das Ding? Okay. Sieht aus wie ein obergroßer Wookie.
Indeed, a barrow of a most unusual rectangular form. I've not seen something like this since West Kennet Long Barrow. Yes, this shall make a fine entry for my book. What secrets do you conceal, I wonder?
The first thing, klingt so, als wären wir eine Weile hier. Ja, also ich sag mal mindestens 2 Tage, weil wir so lange haben wir unser Hotel gemietet. Hotelzimmer.
That smell. Earthy and sweet.
Oh, okay. Flashback time.
3, 2, 1. You can open your eyes now, Thomasina. Come.
Moment, achso, es sollte nicht Hide and Seek sein.
Are you ready for your first excavation?
Oh.
Yes, Daddy.
Capital. Make sure you remember everything I've taught you. I have a feeling you might find something special.
How exciting.
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird. Good luck.
Thank you, Daddy.
Okay, fangen wir an mit The Trouble. Trouble in Paradise.
Now I'm ready.
Use trouble with something. Okay. Boobies.
Hello. Daddy has buried something here.
Ist es jetzt endlich mal die Landmine?
No treasures here.
Oh.
Daddy has buried something here. Nothing here.
Okay.
Treasure! Daddy, I found the treasure!
Das ist Oma.
Look!
Well done, little bird. Your first successful excavation. That urn you're holding is very old and precious. Take good care of it, all right?
I will, Daddy. I promise.
You will need it for the Mafuba. Okay.
In good time.
Okay. Ich kann dran nicht wirklich vorbeilaufen. Okay. Oh, return to the inn. Okay. Ich denke, das hätte man vielleicht nur mal so ein bisschen hervorheben können mit, oh, ich habe alles gemacht, was ich heute hier tun kann. Achso, dann kann ich eigentlich auch mit... Oh, hier darf ich kein Quick. Keine Schnellreise nutzen. Oha. Sehr viel Zeit vergangen, seitdem Kenneth nicht angekommen ist.
Darkness falls quickly here. I should make my way back to the inn.
Ja, wir gucken trotzdem mal ganz kurz hier nochmal vorbei. Vielleicht nochmal hier mit dem
I
reden.
shouldn't disturb him at this late hour.
Schlag nur ein Fenster ein.
It's fast asleep. I wonder what goats dream of.
Michael Jordan. Ah.
This local chap looks thoroughly intoxicated. Mr. Crozier is enjoying a large mug of ale.
Ist he? Vermutlich sollte das irgendwie sein.
Good evening, Mr. Crozier.
Evening. Thanks again for the fossil, lass. 'Tis truly a beauty.
You're most welcome. How long have you been collecting fossils?
Yesterday.
Ever since I were a boy. The moors look a barren place, but there are plenty of fossils to be found in the rock formations. All manner of creatures to uncover.
Such a playground for a young lad. What's your favourite piece in your collection?
The ammonite you gave me today. The most recent is always the best.
Indeed.
What about you, lass? Do you collect out?
I do. You see, I'm writing a book on the Barrows of England. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England. I document all my findings.
But what do you collect?
Pottery, tools and such.
Bones too, no doubt.
No, I leave those in place.
You've got a morbid heart, lass. Fussing about in old graves like that.
We're not dissimilar in that we both take an interest in the remains of the long gone.
I suppose you have a point there. How's your book coming along, then?
Very well, thank you. Though I'm rather keen to begin my chapter on Hob's Barrow. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Okay.
He's engaged in a bout of pinfinger. Such a brutal hobby. It's Herbert, the local stray. I don't wish to wake him up. Cyril seems gruff and unwelcoming, but I sense he may be a kind man under this facade.
Haben wir was davon, mit denen zu reden? Ich mach's
Hello
nochmal.
again, Cyril.
You're still here?
Did Mr. Long convince you of the virtues of Bewley Station?
What the hell do you think? Now bugger off and leave me to me drink.
He seems even more wound up than usual. I must say, last night has rather put me off using these toilets.
Irgendwann musst du aber mal schiffen, Girl.
Good evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley. I found Hob's Barrow.
Oh, remember what I said, Miss Bateman? There are stories connected to that place.
Yes, stories you won't elaborate on, I might add. Don't worry about me, Stanley. I'm quite capable of warding off imagined fiends.
I have no doubt, but please leave that place be.
I've come this far, there's no turning back now.
That's precisely what worries me.
A mug of your finest ale, please.
There we are. That's 2 pence on your account.
Thank you. Goodbye.
See you soon.
Damn, girl.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What are you gonna do about him?
If he thinks he can take her away from here, he's got another thing coming. I am gonna knock his bloody block off. In fact, I can think of a better punishment. Oi, what do you want, lady? Piss off!
You heard the man.
Charming.
Okay, cool.
Good evening, sir. I'll leave you to it.
Okay.
Time for bed. Tomorrow I shall convince Mr. Bryden to allow me to begin my excavation.
Miss Bateman. How are you?
Tired.
Gonna buy you a drink?
One won't hurt. Perhaps I gain more information from Mr. Tillett. No thanks. I should keep a clear head. Shouldn't you stop drinking so much for the man's health?
Shouldn't you stop drinking so much?
You're beginning to sound like my dear wife. Please, Miss Bateman. I feel bad about what happened last night. I'm sorry I can't remember it.
That's all right, Mr. Tillett. Alcohol can do all sorts of damage to one's memory.
I was thinking that maybe if we had another drink tonight, I might remember what happened.
I'm not sure that's logical.
But worth trying?
Oh, Mr. Tillett, if you insist.
Okay.
Very good. Take your seat, Miss Bateman. I shall return with the goods.
I need to go piss.
To Leonard's shoulder.
Wherever he may be. I've been meaning to ask you something.
Yes?
Why did Leonard Shoulder ask you to dig up Hobbs Barrow?
Despite his disappearing act the previous evening, not to mention his questionable sobriety, I decided Mr. Tillett was to be my ally.
Okay.
I spoke again of Mr. Shoulder's letter, his proposed excavation, and my status as an antiquarian and barrow digger. He was fascinated and quite excited at the prospect of meeting the soon-to-be author of a real-life book.
You must find all manner of riches on your digs.
Barrow digging is not all success, Mr. Tillett. Often I'll come across the likeliest of sites steeped in promise. We set to work with shovel and pick and all the other barrow opening paraphernalia you can imagine. Every stone carefully taken down, every shovel full of earth put dutifully through the sieve, and we find nothing. Or you may find a miserable remnant of animal bone or a shard of pottery hardly to be recognized from the peat in which it decayed. Sometimes it's as if some Neolithic humorist prepared an elaborate practical joke for your special benefit.
It still sounds much more exciting than spending your days sitting in England's most remote railway station.
Are you all right, Mr. Tillett?
I've had another argument with Agnes.
Your wife?
Aye. She didn't want me coming to the plough tonight. Truth is, I've been drinking my life away since my mother passed.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss.
You're kind, Miss Bateman. Thank you. It's been a year since the old girl left us. She had a horrible end, wasting away, day by day. Consumption got her. She was naught but bones by the end. I can't get the image out of my mind. She were everything to me.
I'm so sorry.
I apologise for going on, Miss Bateman. It's not appropriate.
Don't worry, Mr. Tillett. I appreciate your openness.
Used to love going for walks out in the moor, my mother and I, ever since I were a little one. She'd get a tear in her eye as she looked out upon it. She loved this land. I asked Mr. Crozier to build a bench, which we've erected at a favourite lookout spot on the moors. Margaret's Lookout, we called it. Aye.
That's a beautiful tribute.
Aye. If you take a seat there, do keep her in your thoughts, won't you?
Of course, Mr. Tillett. I can relate in some manner. My father had an accident when I was very young. He's still alive, but he can neither move nor speak. He spends his entire life bedbound and incapable of communicating or looking after himself in any way.
How dreadful.
He was a barrow digger himself, an antiquarian of some renown. He taught me so much, even though I was so young. I think writing this book is my way of carrying on his work. It helps me reclaim those earlier memories of him, and I visit him often to tell him all about my excavations.
Can he hear you?
I've no idea. The doctors aren't sure. I'd do anything to make him better, Mr. Tillett. I'd do anything to bring him back to the man he was. I am in a state of suspended mourning for a man caught between life and death.
Dreadful. Just dreadful.
We all have our weaknesses. Mine just happens to be my father.
And what of your mother?
A cold woman. We haven't talked in quite some time. I think she blamed me for my father's accident somehow.
You were but a child.
Indeed. She thus saw it fit that a governess should raise me as she spent her life grieving for my father.
Well then, I propose a toast.
A toast to what?
A shared sense of loss.
I'll toast to that, Arthur. Now then, enough of this wallowing.
Let us be merry. Another round.
I really shouldn't. But I did. And another after that. And another.
Damn girl.
The frustrations of my visit to Bewley slipped away with each swill of Stanley's finest ale. We had great fun that night, Mr. Tillett and I. I treasure the memory.
Go on then. Let's hear those pipes.
Mustn't.
Sing the song.
You're incorrigible.
Please. You'll make a sad man happy.
Oh, all right then. Clasps, celts, and arrowheads I'll try to claw within my clutch. And if a shield I should espy, I'll vow there ne'er was such.
With popish tricks and relics rare, the priests their flocks do gull. In casting out the earth take care. Huzzah! I've found a skull!
Und wo bleibt sie? Okay, never mind. Ja, wir werden wieder von Bluefield besucht. Aha. Wir sind hier an dem Punkt. Ja, wir haben da... Oh, hi. What are you? It's time to duel. Ugh.
Hello, Thomasina.
What is this? Who are you?
I'm the one that saved your father.
What do you mean?
You were here 25 years ago.
My father?
You were deep down with the others. You were there, and something went wrong. I dragged him out.
Impossible.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
I don't understand.
Believe my words. You'll find proof in morning. Now go. One more thing. This is not a dream.
The second day. Pisscore. My favorite kind of music. Pisscore. Kurzzeitig sah so aus, als hätte sie eine richtig lange Nase. Ja.
Goodness, that was a terrible sleep.
Okay, da wartet auf jeden Fall schon Book.
What's this?
Egg. Nope. Day 1 arrived after a decent day's ride. Also ich das auch wieder wegmachen. Also es gibt keinen guten Punkt, wo ich hier und dann Chat hinhaben kann. After a decent day's ride from Bakewell. This is a curious place. Locals seem distant. I am to meet my local contact tomorrow, so it will be an early night for me. I shall try to keep a diary of my stay here, not give up by day 3 of the excavation. And not give up by day 3 of the excavation as usual. Despite the thrill of possible new discoveries, I cannot stop thinking about my dear wife and wonder if I should have left her in her current state. I must have faith that she will conquer this bout of illness. Day 4. Okay, von 1 zu 4. True to form, my journal has been abandoned. Let that not speak for the excitement I feel for this excavation. After much preparation, we dig tomorrow. Such an exceptional site with a unique history. As for the dangers, we shall meet them head first. We are prepared. I also sought out a local wise woman yesterday, and she provided me with a tincture for my beloved's nausea gravidarum. I'm sure she shall be pleased with it upon my return. No, a place of miracles. Planted seeds brought before my eyes and illuminated our path. Nature's law held no meaning here, but I clutch my tablet with the knowledge that it shall end this. Ich mache mal einen Screenshot. Wir haben also Theta and Epsilon. Soll das Z oder 11 sein in der Hinsicht? Vermutlich 11. We found the code was simply in the singularity of the characters. All eyes must face towards the 7th Archontic. Okay. When the sun and the 2 moons meet, the guardian shall be defeated. Solar flare. That language reveals the past. For thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things that I have said. Follow the words of my mouth, reveal thyself to me. I heard a whisper not once, again and again. I will pour out my spirit, I will pour out my spirit, I will pour out my spirit. Und der dritte wird rot hervorgehoben. Whatever that all means.
It appears to be a journal, full of hogwash. I don't recognize the handwriting. Maybe Stanley knows more about it.
Yeah, if you think so.
Good morning. How's your head, Miss Bateman? That were quite the tune you treated us to last night.
To be honest, Stanley, I've felt better. I take it you slid this journal under my door?
I beg your pardon?
The journal, Stanley.
I certainly did no such thing. Nor could have anyone else. You're the only guest staying here.
What's the meaning of all this? Do you propose that it manifested itself out of thin air?
Well,
You might be telling the truth.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand how else it could have got there. Are you sure there was no one else here overnight?
Without doubt.
How very, very peculiar.
So, what does it say inside?
Take a look.
Well, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Neither can I.
Maybe someone else in the village can help you with it.
What do you make of this stone?
That's a funny-looking thing. It's got a cockerel on it.
Yes, but have you seen anything like it?
Never.
Do you ever have strange dreams, Stanley?
Me? I sleep as sound as a baby.
I had one such dream last night. It was so vivid.
What were it about?
Sure.
I was at Hob's Barrow.
Oh?
But everything was different. Great peaks soared in the distance. And there was a creature.
A creature, you say?
Yes, a short, robed fellow, eyes as black as pitch. It told me that my father had been there in Hob's Barrow many years ago, but something went wrong, and the creature helped him escape. It said that I would find proof in the morning.
Oh, the journal! You've had a premonition, lass.
Please, Stanley, I've no time for that nonsense. But I'll admit it's a strange coincidence.
Now, what did I tell you about Hob's Barrow?
That I should leave it alone?
Aye.
Hogwash.
Your dream reminds me of a story from my childhood. An old folk tale about Hob's Barrow.
What is this folk tale you mention?
Well, when I were a wee boy, there were talk of a goblin. They say he lived inside Hob's Barrow, hence the name, Hob's Barrow. Hob Coming from Hobgoblin, of course. Unfortunately, I don't remember anything else about it.
I was told not to believe in such fairy tales, Stanley.
Don't close your mind to such things, lass. I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you more.
Perhaps, if I ever meet him. Goodbye.
See you soon.
Nope.
Good morning, Mr. Kemp.
Good day, Miss Tompkins.
I'm here for his lordship's paper.
Sorry, lass. Mr. Price hasn't dropped them off this morning. I heard he actually left the village yesterday.
Indeed, I can vouch for that.
Ma'am?
Good day.
Oh dear. His lordship won't be pleased.
My sincerest apologies, Miss Tompkins.
I'll come back in a few days. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.
So, bevor wir hier logischerweise versuchen, ihr vielleicht zu folgen. Neve. Really?
Goodness me, I can't budge it.
Be careful, Miss Bateman. You'll cut yourself. I spent all morning trying to get that bloody thing out. I shall be having words with that scoundrel next time he shows his face.
Huh.
Curses.
We have our very own Excalibur. It's all yours if you can pull it out, King Arthur.
Okay, haben wir wirklich nichts, was sie uns helfen kann?
I do not wish to damage Mr. Kemp's table any further than it already has been.
Okay. Kann jetzt vielleicht das Ding helfen?
I can't see how that will help me.
Okay, besserer Grip oder ähnliches. Okay, da hat jemand das C falsch geschrieben. Ist noch irgendwas? Nö, nicht wirklich.
No, that won't.
Okay. Brennen wir einfach den Tisch weg.
I don't need to use the filthy lavatories.
Okay. Das wird uns also irgendwo noch helfen. Wir brauchen nur irgendwas zum Flutschen, vermutlich.
Right. I need to convince Mr. Bryden to let me excavate Hobbs' Barrow and find out where this journal came from. Curses! I forgot I had this worm in my pocket. Poor thing is dead now. Rest in peace, Kenneth.
Oh. Okay.
She is busy setting up her stall.
Oh, richtig, der Markt ist.
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Komm weg, later. Alligator. Oh.
Father Roach still looks rather pallid.
Got
Good
me.
morning, Father Roach.
Ah, Miss Bateman.
Call me
Pleasure
Papa.
to see you again. Have you tracked down Mr. Shoulder yet?
Don't get me started.
I'll take that as a no.
Indeed.
Might be that.
Do you recognize this journal?
What a tatty old thing. You ought to take better care of your possessions, Miss Bateman.
It's not mine.
Then whose is it?
That's precisely what I'm trying to find out.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I haven't seen it before.
Okay.
What do you make of this stone?
I don't recognize the symbol from any Christian iconography. Did you make it yourself?
No, never mind. What brings you to the square today?
I'm meeting a couple of young congregation members to go over some scripture. You're welcome to join us.
Thank you, Father Roach, but I have quite a busy day ahead of me.
We will be at St. Edmund's, should you wish to join us later.
Okay.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
Oh yes, a rather important fellow around here. His vast land holdings give many a steady employment.
I hear he is renovating an old chapel on his land.
Aye, I've heard such reports. He believes this to be a godless land, something I wholeheartedly disagree with. To which god his chapel will be dedicated to remains a matter of concern.
Why do you say that?
Oh, my apologies. Don't listen to my oafish conjecture. Let us move on.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Okay. Das klingt schon sehr
Blacksmith
fragwürdig.
looks closed.
Okay, ja, gucken wir einfach mal so ein bisschen, was hier möglich ist. Wir sollen uns zwar vermutlich einfach nur zum Hobbs Barrow uns begeben, bis zur Farm in dem Fall erstmal. Aber gucken müssen wir trotzdem. Attention, Bewley Station is closed for the time being due to track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. Apologies for any inconvenience caused. Okay.
The tracks look quite untarnished. I don't think many trains come through here.
Und jetzt erst
My
recht nicht
mother
mehr.
always told.
Ja, okay. Sehr fragwürdig. Nicht großartig fragwürdig, aber fragwürdig. Oh.
Thomasina!
Good morning, Arthur.
You look a bit addled. Are you feeling all right?
I am not used to drinking as much as we did.
Aye, my head is pounding.
To tell you the truth, Arthur, I've had a somewhat puzzling morning.
Oh?
Someone slipped this journal under the door of my room.
Whose journal is it?
I have no idea. The text refers to some sort of excavation.
Stanley must be playing tricks on you.
He swore his innocence. I thought perhaps you might have done it?
No, it wasn't me. That's for certain. Somehow I have a clear memory of last night.
Okay, meine, du bist ja eh der Goblin.
I wonder who left me this journal then.
Mind if I take a closer look?
Please, go ahead.
Okay.
The writings of a madman.
I don't disagree. Did the sketches mean anything to you?
No, not at all. But they turn me stomach. You might want to show this to Mother Mildred.
Who?
Who is Mother Mildred?
Some think her a witch.
A witch?
Aye. She might be able to help you with the symbols.
Where can I find her?
She lives alone in a little cottage within Herne Wood here. You shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
Thanks, Arthur.
You're welcome.
What do you make of this stone?
It's a good shape for skimming across water. What is it?
I'm not sure. It was strapped to the cover of the journal.
How mysterious.
I had a splendid time last night.
Aye. I even remember most of it this time. Thanks for listening to me going on. I really appreciate it.
The feeling is mutual. Thank you too, Arthur. I see the railway station is closed. What happened?
The line is down. Track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. No trains for a day or more.
Does that mean I'm stranded here?
For the time being, Thomasina.
Capital. Why do people think Mother Mildred is a witch? Just because a woman lives alone in the woods doesn't mean she flies about on a broomstick.
There's more to it than that. They say she lays with demons.
Who are they?
Oh, you know, local folk.
Hogwash.
Some also go to her for potions and spells.
Spells? Come now, Arthur.
Truth be told, she's a nice old lady. I sometimes see her foraging in the brambles around here.
Will she burn at the stake sometime soon?
You might think us backward in Bewley, Thomasina, but we're not that backward.
Sorry, Arthur. I only meant to tease. Goodbye.
We're just gonna shoot her. Was denn das du hier so? Okay. Here we go again.
Thomasina, dear, come say goodbye to your father. Come on now, don't make him wait.
So, dass die Puppe jetzt liegen?
Want to.
What?
Aren't you going to miss me?
I hate you, Daddy.
Those are strong words for such a little lady.
I want to come with you.
We've been through this, little bird. You can't come with me this time, but we'll go to Seaborough next month. I promise. Oh, what a dig that shall be.
I hate you.
Well, I love you. See you soon, little bird.
Even I didn't a word. Nur noch sehr fragwürdig, warum der Kollege da überhaupt stand. Okay, sollte klar sein. Da dürfen wir nicht wieder rein. Wir haben jetzt hier den Weg genau hier, den wir frei... Oh.
Resin has been oozing from the stump. It looks set now.
Okay.
I've collected some waxy resin.
Nicht ganz klar für what, aber wir haben's. Okay.
It's the old woman I saw at Bewley Station.
Mhm.
Please, forgive my intrusion.
Ah.
Are you Mother Mildred?
Ah.
Some call me that. I prefer Mildred Walker, given as that's my name.
Apologies. Thomasina Bateman. I think we met at Bewley Station.
I take it Panswick's men have cleared off. Good riddance. Those ruffians would cut their own noses off if he asked them to. I recognised you the moment I laid eyes on you at the station.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, yeah, it's quite a striking family resemblance. You have your father's eyes, Miss Bateman.
You knew my father?
Such piercing blue eyes he had. What a handsome young man. William.
He was here, in Bewley.
Oh, yes. A long time ago, mind. 25 years by my reckoning. But I'll never forget those eyes.
25 Jahre. Was habe ich genau während des Sprechens das Achievement bekommen?
Why was my father in Bewley?
He were helping Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow.
You must be jesting.
Do I look like I'm jesting?
Justin makes me feel good.
How did you come to meet my father?
One might say I have a reputation in these parts. Folks from all around come to me for help with their ailments. Hernwood is abundant with flora that, if mixed correctly, will cure almost any ill. Your father must have caught wind of this, as one day he came to me, asking for a cure.
A cure for what?
Your mother were with child, and she was suffering the most terrible nausea.
Adam.
I made something to help her.
The journal. This was entered in the journal. It belongs to my father.
What journal?
Take a look at this. A passage recalls meeting a local wise woman to seek a tincture for his beloved's nausea gravidarum.
Aye, that's me. I made the tincture for him.
This is incredible.
You don't recognise your own father's handwriting?
It's been so many years since I've seen it.
Okay.
What do you make of this stone?
I-A-W. I haven't a clue. Perhaps it's an old folk trinket, or a talisman of some kind. The moors are steeped in folklore.
What can you tell me about the excavation?
Well, not much. I only met your father twice. The last time he asked me if I knew anything about binding magic.
Binding magic?
He said he needed it for the excavation.
Hogwash. My father is a man of logic and reason. Why would he be asking about such nonsense?
Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think you do. Anyway, I know nothing of magic and told him so. He seemed disappointed. I never saw him again, but I understand the excavation went ahead. Samuel Bryden hanged himself not long after. Reason enough for you to stay well clear of that place.
You never saw my father again after the excavation?
No, I always assumed he just went home.
Who excavated Hobbs Barrow alongside Samuel Bryden and my father?
From memory, it were just the two of them.
What do you think my father meant by binding magic?
I've no idea. He didn't explain more and I didn't wish to pry.
This just doesn't sound like my father at all.
You'll have to ask him yourself.
I'm afraid my father has been incapacitated since I was a child. He cannot speak nor move.
Terrible. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said that the flora here could cure almost any ill.
Almost, my dear. But your father's affliction sounds beyond my abilities.
The landlord of the Plough and Furrow told me about a folk tale associated with Hobbs Barrow. Something about a goblin. Are you familiar with it?
No doubt there is such a tale. Name any beastie you can think of and someone round here will have a story about it.
My thoughts precisely. Charles Bryden mentioned there was a third man involved in the excavation.
Is that so? Well, you'd best ask him about it. He knows more than I do.
Can you tell me anything about Leonard Shoulder?
I know of him, as is the nature of such a small town. I also know he invited you here.
Little escapes you, Miss Walker.
So they say. My path rarely crosses with his. let's put it that way. But he's a nice enough fella.
I see. Do you know Lord Panswick?
I know his labourers make a mess of these woods, the brutes. The man himself hasn't graced me with his presence.
You've never met him?
Not since he were a wee lad. A maid brought him to me with a sore stomach. It were all the rich food they were feeding him, nowt more.
Thank you for your help, Ms. Walker.
Ja, ich meine, zum gewissen Grad war es eine Hilfe, so ist nicht.
They look somewhat like juniper berries.
Aha.
What are those berries you're picking?
An ancient breed, no good for eating. However, they do have some medicinal qualities.
I see.
Aha.
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Okay. Ich hätte vielleicht gefragt, ob der Priest die futtert.
The cottage is nestled cosily in the woods.
Not sure I would use that word.
I shouldn't enter uninvited.
Okay, gut.
Miss Bateman?
Oh.
Yes?
Remember what I told you when we first met? You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
Why?
Something terrible happened to Samuel Bryden in that barrow. Whatever they found down there, I'd wager it got to your father too. Tell me you won't disturb Hobbs Barrow.
I can't make that promise, Mildred.
Can't say I didn't warn you. There is something unnatural about that place.
We must seek to understand the world by rational means, Miss Walker. One cannot abandon reason.
Okay, Flashback Time.
Thomasina? Thomasina, come here this instant.
I'm playing with Josephine.
She can wait. This is very important.
Ah, jetzt bin ich wieder dran. Okay, nichts mehr zum Buddeln.
What is it, Mummy?
Mummy?
It's your father.
Daddy's home?
No, my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste. Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had an accident.
What happened?
He's come off his horse.
Silly Daddy. Will he be all right?
Of course he will be fine. Your father is as strong as an ox, but I need to go collect him, all right?
Can't I come too?
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want to come.
Go pick up your dolls, then come inside, all right?
Yes, Mummy.
Okay. Diesmal nehmen wir also Hobbys.
Hello. Josephine, it's time to go inside now. Where did Mummy go?
Okay, keine Antwort. So, ist hier sonst noch irgendwas? Nope.
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
Oh.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
Okay. What are you doing
He's
there?
staring intently into the woods.
Achso, ich dachte, er ist am Pissen.
Arthur, you won't believe it. The journal belongs to my father. He was here in Bewley.
Uh-oh.
Arthur? Hello?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember something.
What is it?
I'm not sure. Something in the woods. It will come back to me. You say your father were in Bewley?
Yes! Mildred said that he helped Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow 25 years ago.
Well, I'll be. Let's talk about it tonight at the plough.
Tell Arthur about my dream. Leave him be. Er sieht nicht aus, als würde er das hören.
That's fine, Arthur. We'll talk later. I hope you piece together your memories. He is staring intently into the woods. I'll leave him be for now.
Okay. Ja. Können auch mal hier nochmal hochgehen. Da soll zwar nichts mehr wirklich sein, aber... Oh. Never mind. Warte.
Hello, dear.
Good day. He's a little more handsome than your average Bewley resident. Sweet little flowers.
Oh,
The
okay.
delicate flowers smell rather sweet.
Hast du da jetzt was von genommen? No.
I've collected this lump of waxy resin.
Der will eh nicht
I
reden.
believe we've met.
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
My reputation precedes me.
I can assure you it does.
And you are?
James.
LeBron.
Are you a painter?
You see this beck before you? Look at the water. See how it tumbles and falls. I seek one spot on which my eyes can rest, be it a stone or a small corner of the current. I meet it with my gaze, and out of the tumbling and falling, a new land rises. I see a new world.
You certainly have the eloquence of an artist. What are you painting?
A new world.
Quite the ambition.
Indeed, my ambition knows no bounds.
Can I see it?
Not yet. It's not finished. Such a world is not complete without you in it.
You flatter me, James.
Nonsense. Say you'll let me paint you.
Why not?
Magnificent. You shall be the shining star of my new world.
I don't really have the time now, though. Perhaps later?
Don't fret, my dear. When the time comes, I shall call on thee.
Capital. What do you make of this stone?
It looks antique. You might want to keep a hold of it.
Do you know of Hob's Barrow?
I'd like to know more about you, Thomasina. What time do you like to rise in the morning? How do you like your tea? What makes you happy?
Okay. He's asking too many questions, yeah.
Late, with 3 spoons of sugar and spending time with my husband.
You disappoint me. I sense no truth in your words. Are you a woman of dubious principles, Thomasina?
You ask too many questions. Do you know Leonard Shoulder?
A man of Bewley?
Yes.
I care not for the men of Bewley. Only for the visitors.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
A fine gentleman. Now that is someone who commands respect.
Do you know him personally?
No, I don't think anyone can really claim that. But what a tiring subject. Shall we discuss something a little more exciting?
Goodbye.
See you soon, my dear.
Ansonsten sehr schön, dass sie sich darüber aufregt, dass er zu viele Fragen stellt. Während wir mindestens auch so 6 oder 7 auf Lager hatten. Okay. Diesmal nichts zu essen für uns. Hat sich hier... Oh, hier hat sich schon immerhin etwas getan. Okay, du nicht, du bist immer noch zu langsam. Hier hingegen...
Good day.
Hey up.
Jupp.
Look at this, Mr. Crozier. It's my father's journal.
Oh, aye? Why are you showing me?
Did you slip it under my door last night?
Ha! Have you gone daft? Why would I have your father's journal?
Never mind. Did the sketches inside mean anything to you?
Looks like a load of rubbish to me.
I found out my father visited Bewley 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
I would have been just a lad. What were he here for?
That's what I intend to find out. What do you make of this stone?
Don't look like out to me.
Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Oh, aye. The old cobbler used to tell me some right stories. Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young man.
A goblin, you say? I take it this cobbler was a regular at the Plough and Furrow?
Never drank a day in his life. Sober as a judge. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes, I'm familiar with the cairn.
Some say they've seen the goblin's daughter there, playing her fiddle. Can't say I've seen her myself, mind.
Do you know any other stories about this goblin?
I don't have the time to be standing here gossiping about old wives' tales.
Apologies. I'm having some trouble extricating a knife from a table in the plough and furrow. Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here.
Okay, jetzt sagt er bestimmt, dass er es selber nicht hinkriegt.
That were a struggle. Here you are.
Oder auch nicht.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
A knife.
I should be careful. The blade is sharp.
Okay, ja. So, gucken wir mal, was passiert, wenn wir jetzt da oben vorbeigucken. Oh.
Mr. Long mustn't be in.
Okay.
I don't need to go in there again.
Okay, fragwürdig, fragwürdig. Gucken wir mal, was hier noch so los ist. Der Kollege ist diesmal nicht hier, ey. Oh.
It's Herbert, the local stray. I don't wish to carry around my heavy excavation tools.
Alles
I
klar.
don't wish to wake him up.
Okay, Wally ist auch nicht hier. Entweder ist es noch zu früh. Oder soll schon alles auf irgendwas hinweisen. Habe ich eigentlich hier die Möglichkeit reinzugehen? Ach ja, waren wir sogar. Genau, wir hatten ja hier das eine Ding gemobst. Aber mehr ist hier nicht. Was war das für eine Tür?
It's locked.
Okay, einfach nur verschlossen. Richtig, das war glaube ich auch am ersten Tag der Fall. Okay.
Hello?
Ja. Meine gerade vor allem, wo das... Oh. Oh, der eine Kollege.
Yes?
Did you see a young girl with blonde hair pass by here?
No, lass. Here you are. Are you Thomasina Bateman?
Okay, Mr. Burns. Yeah, sure.
That's my name.
How marvelous. It's me, Leonard Shoulder.
Oh.
Heavens. I'd given up on finding you.
Please take a seat, Miss Bateman. We have much to discuss.
Okay.
You've proven to be quite the enigma, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm mortified. I offer you 1,000 apologies. You see, I've been bound to me bed these past few days with a terrible fever.
How dreadful. I take it you're feeling better now?
Aye. I were on me way to find you when I stopped here to catch me breath. I've not much go in me these days.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I were worried you'd have given up on me and left town.
I had no idea what had become of you, Mr. Shoulder. I spent a good amount of time pounding on your front door.
I'm embarrassed. I really am. I've been doing my best to sleep through the fever. I am so very sorry. Please accept my apology, Miss Bateman.
Fine, Mr. Shoulder. I've come all this way. Let us speak of the business at hand.
Marvelous.
I've just learned that my father was part of a previous excavation of Hob's Barrow some 25 years ago. Why didn't you mention this in your letter?
What? Where did you hear that?
I have my means.
I swear, Miss Bateman, I had no idea.
I take it you will also deny delivering me my father's journal?
I'm confused. What journal?
My father's journal was slipped under my door at the Plough and Furrow. It wasn't you who did this?
I've been bound to me bed, lass. What an extraordinary coincidence. You are following in your father's footsteps.
It would seem so, Mr. Shoulder.
Genau, mit untrüglichem Instinkt, wie man sich beliebt macht, hast du das Ding aus der Küche geklaut und dann für Alkohol eingetauscht. Ja.
Why did you invite me to excavate Hob's Barrow?
I've always been curious about the colourful folklore surrounding the place. My father told me all sorts of stories about it when I were a wee fellow. Stories that some folk around here take a little too seriously, especially after those lads entered the Barrow a while back.
How did you know about me?
I saw your interview in the Bakewell Times. A young lady travelling about the land, digging up barrows. Perfect for the job.
But why do you wish to excavate the Barrow?
I want to see what those lads found in there. My curiosity has grown over the years, and now it is time for the mystery to be solved.
I must say I am rather eager to find out what's in there myself. I've managed to find Hob's Barrow, but Mr. Bryden is yet to give me permission to excavate.
Is that so? Keep trying. You'll relent eventually.
Perhaps you could have a word with him.
Oh, no. A lovely young lass such as yourself has a better chance of changing his mind than a shaky old goat like me.
You told me in your letter there would be no issue gaining access to the Barrow.
I didn't foresee any when I wrote to you. I'm sorry this has been more complicated than anticipated. Don't give up yet, Miss Bateman. Keep trying with Mr. Bryden.
Did you know my father?
I don't believe so. What's his name?
William Bateman. He was in Bewley for at least a few days, from my understanding.
I'm sorry, lass. The name doesn't ring a bell.
Are you sure you had no idea of my father's involvement in the previous excavation?
I'm quite sure. A most fascinating coincidence, but nothing more than that.
I'm starting to wonder if it's more than mere coincidence, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman, I did not take you for a credulous individual.
I'm none of the sort. What can you tell me about the previous excavation of Hob's Barrow?
Oh, it were 25 years ago, or thereabout. Back then, Bewley were undergoing a period of great strife. Samuel Bryden hadn't harvested a single crop for 2 seasons. Even Hernwood was sick. Berries went to rot almost as quickly as they grew. Folks started to believe the ground were blighted. Disease spread through the livestock too. People were going hungry, a panic set in.
That sounds terrible.
Aye, but I managed to keep myself fed. These things happen in nature, but the blame for it all fell on Hob's Barrow. It was long said that a goblin made his home there. A rumour took root that the goblin were not best pleased with the villagers. In revenge for some unperceived slight, the goblin placed a curse on the soil itself. The villagers believed that ridding the Barrow of its lodger would put an end to it all.
Hogwash. My father would have paid no heed to such tales.
Whether it were his intent to join the excavation when coming here, I do not know. But whatever it were that Samuel Bryden and those lads did inside that barrow, people say it did the trick. The crop started to grow back, and health returned to the livestock. Bewley were no longer in the grip of dark forces. You must understand, folk here are a superstitious lot. They don't want you disturbing whatever it were those lads did. As far as the villagers are concerned, the problem were fixed. The thought of another excavation must be conjuring panic that you'll undo whatever it were they did.
This does explain a lot.
And it's also why I'd venture nobody around here wants you to touch the place.
Except for you.
I want to know what's there.
Surely you don't believe these tales of goblins and curses to be true?
Not at all. However, I suspect those lads did find something in the barrow. But did it have any connection to failing crops and dying livestock? No. I can assure you there's nothing to fear. Coincidence reigns supreme.
So what do you think they found?
That is for us to discover, Miss Bateman.
Who was the third man who joined my father and Mr. Bryden on the excavation?
I'm afraid I don't know. Although I'd heard about the excavation and I were intrigued by it, I mostly stayed at home during that time. The atmosphere in the village was rather too tense for me liking. And besides, the excavation were undertaken with an air of mystery about it.
Tell me more of this folklore you mention.
It is said that Hob's Barrow is home to a goblin. Everyone in Bewley has some version or another of this story. But the version my father told me as a child described the Barrow as a thin place. The goblin were deemed to be the guardian of this so-called thin place.
Okay.
Tell me more about this goblin.
Some said he were a mischievous little mite, snatching newborn lambs and smashing windows with pebbles. Others said he were friendly, there to lend a helping hand in times of strife. The latter of which makes it all the more surprising as to why the previous excavation took place. My father's stories put the goblin in the mischievous category. Saxnot, he called the creature. I recall one such anecdote, that Saxnot entered Bewley and ordered a pair of boots to be made by the cobbler. However, when collecting them, he insisted on paying for them with a bag of sow's teeth. The cobbler was so scared of angering the goblin that he accepted.
A colourful tale indeed, Mr. Shoulder. Has any explanation been offered for why this Saxnot cursed the soil?
Your guess is as good as mine, lass.
It's never ends.
What is a thin place?
A place where one can walk between worlds, where the flesh meets the spirit world. Just superstition, of course, as you well know.
I had a peculiar dream last night. I met a creature at Hob's Barrow. I suppose you might say it was a goblin. It told me it had saved my father from trouble inside Hob's Barrow. I'll admit the coincidence of this is somewhat astounding.
A remarkable coincidence, but nothing more than that.
But there is still one thing that puzzles me. The goblin told me proof of its claims would await me in the morning. Surely enough, I awoke to find that my father's journal had appeared in my room.
Very queer indeed.
Mr. Shoulder, you invited me here, to a town I'd never heard of, only for me to discover that my own father was here 25 years before. And not only that, but that he was also embroiled in some sort of superstitious hysteria which goes against everything he ever taught me. Something is wrong here. This must be more than mere coincidence.
It's strange, I'll give you that. But please remember who you are, Miss Bateman.
This is my father's journal.
Incredible. Can I look inside?
You may.
Look at these drawings. Wonder what it all means.
You and I both. It all feels very out of character for my father.
I'm sure you'll find the answers beneath the soil, Miss Bateman.
What do you make of this strange stone?
A carving of a cockerel?
Yes, it was strapped to my father's journal. Do you think it could have something to do with the previous excavation?
Possibly, though I'm not aware of the motif having any meaning around these parts.
Is this your glove?
I've been looking all over for that. Where did you find it?
In the alley behind the plough and furrow on the night of my arrival. Were you there?
As I say, I've been bedbound for several days, Miss Bateman.
How odd.
Can I please have it back?
Here.
Thank you. We're peas of the same pod, Miss Bateman. I knew you wouldn't be frightened by a few old stories. It will be interesting to see what those lads found in there.
Certainly.
Thank you so very much for responding to my letter and for coming here. We have some great discoveries to make, you and I.
I sincerely hope so.
And a chance to follow in your father's footsteps. Right, time for me to shift these old bones. I'm to take me a spot of the plough and furrow. I'll be there all night should you need me assistance.
Thank you, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sorry again for giving you the runaround. I promise I am not beyond redemption. I won't let you down again. See you soon.
I was starting to wonder if Mr. Shoulder even existed.
Hast oder wie schon angemerkt, ob er nicht sogar schon hier verabschiedet worden ist.
Margaret's Lookout. Dedicated to Arthur's mother.
All night haben wir nicht noch morgen. Here's to Margaret Tillett, a moment of reflection achievement. Okay. Ja, also man könnte natürlich immer sagen, okay, er war es, der mit seinem Handschuh dann da unterwegs war. Sometimes all we need is to sit and watch the world go by achievement. Okay, einfach noch länger hier sitzen. Jetzt müssen wir noch ein Achievement haben, wo man hier für 24 Stunden und 7 Jahre sitzen muss. Oder nach 7 Jahren hier wieder aufstehen muss, nachdem man gespeichert hat. Okay, gucken wir mal, wo das Mädel hin ist.
The day was starting to test me. The word coincidence felt insufficient to explain what was happening. It was after that first conversation with Leonard's shoulder that I started entertaining thoughts of a truly irrational nature. What if my dream wasn't just a dream? What if it was all more than simple coincidence? What if that thing really could help my father?
Hello.
Good day, little one. Hello? What's this? A fiddle bow? There's no string. My name is Thomasina. What's yours? Don't be shy. I don't mean you any harm. What are you doing out here all alone on the moors? Do you live here? Would you like me to fix your bow so you can play your fiddle again? Yes? Hey! Most peculiar. Perhaps I can mend the bow for her.
Okay.
If memories of my childhood violin lessons serve me right, bowstring is made from animal hair coated in a waxy resin. The strings don't vibrate without it.
Er wirkt nicht nur mobil genug, um da nachts vorbeizuschauen und wegzurennen. Ja, in der Tat. Deswegen, das war soll so der Hinweis sein. Oh, vielleicht wäre er es ja doch. Obwohl wir ihn ja eigentlich in der ersten Nacht hier sogar gesehen hatten. Wir hatten jemanden gesehen gehabt, der aber nicht Halt gemacht hat. Darf ich ihn nicht zurück? Oder ist es immer... Nee, ich glaube, es ist immer so farblich gehalten. Okay, wir wollen dorthin. Ich meine, ich gehe davon aus, dass hier irgendwas wie...
Fresh and steamy. Delightful. I believe a horse to be the culprit. I shan't be dragging any of my possessions through that mess.
Okay. Oh.
Horsehair would make fine bowstring.
Nicht von hinten.
She almost took my head off.
Ja, warum machst du das auch von hinten, du Dumpfbacker?
I could certainly use the knife to cut some hair from her tail, but I'm gonna have to gain her trust unless I want a hoof to the nose.
Ich hatte erst übrigens mit eher Herbert gerechnet, hier zu arbeiten, aber
I
gut.
don't wish to lose an eye. I'll have to gain her trust.
Okay.
That's not mine to take. I don't wish to lose.
Ja, ich wollte eigentlich
I'll have
das...
to gain her.
Ja, ich dachte hier,
I
das da.
could tether a horse here if I had one.
No, da steht doch schon eins. Okay, was haben wir denn noch so? Nicht genug. Wir wollen vermutlich was zu essen kaufen. Entsprechend, ihr seid immer noch nicht
She is
fertig.
busy setting up her stall.
Mach hin, Mädel. Okay.
You found old Leonard, I see.
Yes, finally.
Okay.
I've had some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
Oh? Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
Do you recall my father from back then?
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewley, but an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
What do you know of Mother Mildred?
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred. She wants locking up.
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from years ago. Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
Who is Miss Tompkins?
A housemaid in the employ of Panswick Manor. She comes by to pick up his lordship's weekly paper.
I'm surprised newspapers are available in Bewley.
Aye, his lordship gets what he wants.
Lord Panswick likes to keep up with affairs from outside of Bewley.
Aye, he has many interests around the country.
What sort of interests?
His lordship's affairs are his own business.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
So, wer bist du
He
denn?
appears to be lost in deep thought. Hello there.
Yes?
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ted? Ted Cross?
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
Are you a local, Mr. Cross?
Oh no, I'm just passing through. I'm a musician. Just myself, me guitar and me horse.
Are you a travelling musician?
Aye. I've been playing a new song tonight. I've just finished the lyrics.
What's it about?
You'll have to come listen.
Is that your horse stationed in the alley?
Aye. Thistlecrack is her name.
That's an unusual name for a horse.
Aye. It were what she were called when I bought her. Glutton would be a better name. She likes her treats. But it feels wrong to change it.
What do you make of Bewley?
Can't say that I know much about this place. I don't usually travel this far south.
I see. Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Can't say I have, miss. What is it?
Never mind. Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
I'll try.
Okay. Gehe ich davon aus, dass wir jetzt hier noch ernsthaft was haben. Hoffen wir mal, dass wir damit jetzt irgendwas getriggert haben. Zumindest noch nicht die Dame, die uns irgendwelche Treats verkaufen könnte. Vielleicht hilft schon mal, den Namen zu wissen.
I don't wish to lose an eye.
Ja, schau mal nicht.
I'll have to gain her trust.
Was könnte man jetzt noch tun, damit es hier weiter vorangeht? Hier habe ich eigentlich nichts mehr ernsthaft zu besprechen.
Day.
Hey, up.
Bisher aktuell haben wir auch nicht das Geld, um Treats zu kaufen. Ich gehe mal davon aus, es wird wieder darauf hinauslaufen, dass wir irgendwas eintauschen müssen.
I met a girl at the Devil's Toe. She gave me this broken fiddle bow.
Ha! Well, you've experienced the local folklore firsthand then, lass.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Never heard of it. What is it?
Never mind.
Never mind. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Okay. Okay, Kollege ist nicht hier. Immer noch dort. Of course. Was ist davon hier drüben nochmal? Okay, er ist nicht mehr hier. Oh. Aha, falls man es beim ersten Mal nicht hinbekommen hat.
I have nothing else to up.
Okay, gut. Dorn nicht. Wir gehen aber mal irgendwo hin, wo wir hingehen können.
A carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon.
Aha. 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 The Guardian shall be defeated. Und Klamotten wurden immerhin mittlerweile reingebracht. Also ich sag einfach mal, das wird vermutlich nicht stimmen, dass er da bettlägerig war. Ah, genau, jetzt kommen wir hier wieder raus. Können wir eigentlich hier irgendwas machen?
I don't wish to dig it up.
Okay, gut.
No, that won't achieve anything useful.
Okay, dann... Achso, was würde das Spiel theoretisch sagen, was wir machen müssen? Explore Barrow and the surrounding area. Convince Mr. Bright and investigate the local folklore. Fix the bow. Genau. Gut, dann gehen wir mal da hoch. Vielleicht ist das einfach nur ein notwendiger Schritt. Okay. Hello. It's me again, the little girl.
Mummy?
What the?
Get away from the fire, Thomasina.
What are you burning?
Nothing. Just waste. Now go inside.
Aha. Oh, ich kann nicht auf die Statue gucken.
Mummy looks angry.
Das hat sie nicht mitbekommen.
Abrax. Mummy, what is this?
Waste. Burn it.
Okay. Mr. Joe.
He's doing well to be maintaining all this land at his advanced stage. Good day, Mr. Bryden.
Miss,
I'll
stop you there. I know what you're going to ask. No, I haven't changed my mind. There'll be no digging here, lass.
Mr. Bryden, allow me to explain. There has been an astonishing development this morning.
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the excavation.
Oh.
Yes. Can you believe it? I had no idea he had been here.
The answer's still no, lass. I saw what happened to poor Samuel. I won't risk the same happening to anyone else.
But...
That's enough now. You can feast your eyes on that hovel to your heart's content, but there'll be no digging.
Oh.
No questions. I'm not interested.
But...
Off with you.
What a wild-looking thing.
Das würde wohl noch irgendwann seinen Nutzen haben. Kann ich von hier eigentlich... Nee, interessanterweise von hier komme ich nicht einfach dorthin. Ich muss immer erst hier hin. Keine Ahnung, ob ich davon was habe, dahin zu gehen, aber...
Someone has carved the letters AR into the stone. No, that won't achieve...
Okay. Mhm. Ja, ist jetzt nicht allzu viel bisher.
I must gain Mr. Bryden's permission to excavate. I must gain Mr. Bryden...
Als würde er das mitbekommen, wenn wir hier was tun.
In good time.
Come on. Das kriegt ihr doch eh niemals mit. Okay. Haben wir damit jetzt vielleicht das... No. Mach hin, Girl.
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Können wir vielleicht irgendwas bei der Kirche nehmen? No, hier ist in erster Linie Blümchen. Freshly dug grave, let me at it.
There may be a barrow digger.
Oh, das wird irgendwann der Witz werden. Oh.
Hello, Wally.
Go away! You gave the door back to my sister.
It wasn't very nice of you to bury her favourite toy, Wally.
I gave it to the fair folk, and you stole it back from them.
You don't really believe in fairies, do you? You're old enough to know better.
They're real, and thanks to you, I'm cursed.
There's no such thing as curses either, Wally.
Go away!
Okay.
Hello, Wally.
Go away! I don't want to talk to you.
Ja, ich kann dich mit Steinen bewerfen.
I don't wish to give that away.
Ja, I guess.
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll.
Achso, das führt nur zu dem Ding, sehr richtig. Richtig. Ist der Witz, dass wir die Berries brauchen.
What are those berries you're picking?
An ancient breed, no good for eating. However, they do have some medicinal qualities.
I see.
Okay, nicht so ganz leider. Ist nicht so viel Essen sonst am Angebot. Also es wird vermutlich irgendwas anderes sein, was wir machen müssen. Ich wüsste nicht, was das andere ist.
Else I wished. Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
Lohnt sich das?
I've still not been able to gain permission to excavate from Mr. Bryden.
Is that so? Perhaps you could show him something that might change his mind.
Okay.
What else can you tell me about this Sax knot?
Try not to worry yourself too much with these old stories. Leave those to the locals, Miss Bateman.
Have others spoken of goblins appearing in their dreams?
A dream is a dream, that is all. They merely make for good stories.
I know.
But to answer your question, no, not to my knowledge.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. We will speak more later.
Kann ich das nicht machen? Okay, dann gehen wir da nochmal hin und zeigen ihm halt ein Messer.
Look, Mr. Bryden, my father's journal. It confirms he was with your brother during the excavation of Hob's Barrow.
Ha! Take that away from me. I'll be having none of that.
War klar.
What do you make of this stone, Mr. Bryden? It was strapped to my father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that. By God. Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
Me shotgun.
I waited for what felt like an age. I now realise that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me. The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog. Finally, Mr. Bryden emerged.
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow. Take a look.
Incredible! A pair!
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe. Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate Hob's Barrow, a place that is no more than dirt and stone.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there. Tongue-tied too, the man were.
My father.
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Mr. Bryden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Aye. Against me better judgment. I don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Don't make me regret my decision. Take Samuel's stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I promise. Thank you. I'll be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Bryden.
I'd rather you don't. Now then, I've got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labour to help me with the dig?
Don't push your luck, lass. Market's on today. Plenty of able-bodied men about. Ta-ra now.
Like that, I finally had permission to excavate Hob's Barrow. As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me? To protect me? To stop me from following in his footsteps? You failed, and so did Charles Bryden. He should have said no. You should have never given me that stone.
Oha. Oha. Gut, wie das Ganze hier weiter verläuft, werden wir beim nächsten Mal am Donnerstag herausfinden. Ja, ich gehe davon aus, jetzt sollte der Markt bereit sein. Da werden wir dann einerseits unsere Treats kaufen. Ich gehe davon aus, das Mädel wird da irgendwie noch relevant für uns werden. Und vermutlich wird Arthur uns aushelfen. Er scheint ja relativ relevant zu sein als der Goblin in Verkleidung. Und ja, dann lassen wir uns mal überraschen. Ich bedanke mich auf jeden Fall fürs Einschalten, bedanke mich fürs Schattenmensch, fürs Live mit dabei sein auf twitch.tv/Forscom. Und dann bis zum nächsten Mal. Bis dann.